Yeah, hi there. Let's take a look at your question. Okay, so you're in my English, I think 105 class, and you're asking about your research paper. So let's take a look at the first part of your email. You said, I'm doing my writing assignment on the 2008 bailouts, and my two outlining stories are the bank bailouts and the automobile bailouts. They're both bailed out by government, so when I write my paper, should I introduce both bailouts or pick from the two? Okay, first of all, for a 6 to 7 page paper, you can't do the 2008 bailouts. I mean, you couldn't even do that in 1,000 pages in a paper. Our paper is much shorter than that. We're 6 to 7 pages. I would suggest that you pick, if you do the automobile bailouts, maybe you focus your paper only on Chrysler or only on GM. Or you can pick the bank bailouts and pick one particular bank that was bailed out by the government and then discuss that. So if you go to GM, your question might be something like, should the government have bailed out General Motors? Or if you go to a bank bailout, I can't remember the banks either, but you might look at a specific bank and say, should the government have bailed out this bank? Okay, your next question is, do you need academic references to accredit the paper? Yes. Your next question is, am I to do pros and cons for both? Again though, don't pick bank and automobile bailouts. Pick one of those, but you should discuss why some people agree with the bailout and then why some people disagree with the bailout. It says you should outline two stories, determine which is better. Do I talk about the two stories in the paper? Yes, that's kind of related to what you just said. So you look at, let's say you looked at the General Motors bailout for a minute. So you would look at two different stories outlining the bailout with General Motors, discussing why it was a good idea or not a good idea. So then your next question is, when I write the paper, should I introduce all the industries that were bailed out and then go into one main bailout? I'm going to say no. I think that you should focus on the background information behind, for example, General Motors, and specifically focus on the events that led up to the bailing out of General Motors, and that's it. Don't try to bring in all these other different things. So I hope that this answers your questions. If you have more questions, send me an email. Alrighty.